Let's get sweaty.
Welcome to the Shenmue Dojo News Digest, guys. I'm going to dive straight in as we've got a lot to get through here. So first off, I'm going to talk about the Retro Gamer Top 100 poll, which was done around about a month ago now, give or take. If you remember about 10-ish years ago, they did a poll looking at the top 100 games of all time, and Shenmue was in the top 10. I think it was number 2 or number 3, if my memory serves me correctly, but don't quote me on that. They redid that poll up into the PlayStation 2, Dreamcast, GameCube era. Shenmue 1 finished at number 9, which is really, really good, a top 10 result, and Shenmue 2 came in at number 19. There were some movers and shakers within the top 10 and all the rest of it. But to see Shenmue 1 in the top 10 still after all this time is a massive, massive plus. What it does is keep Shenmue in the community eye. It keeps the game, the franchise in the eye of wider gamers. And it just keeps us going, keeps us moving forward in terms of the fight for Shenmue 4, that people don't forget about it. But other than that as well, we have had a massive amount of fan games come out recently. Now, it probably should be a video on its own, quite frankly, but it is what it is. We're here today. So over the past month, 6 weeks, we've been treated to some absolute bangers of fan games. This is like the golden era for Shenmue fan games, certainly for a long, long time. Anyway, I don't mean that as any disrespect for the ones before this. So the first one I'm going to cover, released on April the 4th. I showed this on the stream about a month ago now. This is Virtua Pet Chobi-chan by Sam on the forums and on the Discord. It is a Tamagotchi type fan game where you keep Chobi-chan happy. You go for herb hunting. You can play some mini games, and it's just a good little half an hour fun game to pick up and play. Well done, Sam. Great game. And the link is in the YouTube description below. Now, the next game I'm going to cover is more of a project update. And this is for Shenmue 4 2.5D. We have some more sprite updates here. As you can see, you have Ryo holding the mirror. You have Shenhua, which is holding the Sword of 7 Stars, facing off Landy. Landy clearly takes exception to this and has grabbed Shenhua by the neck and has obviously taken out Ryo. Using the same motion, he's also taken out Ren. And I do like how they've sort of used very similar animation there for that. Then you can see Shenhua there. Looks like she's charging up her ki. If you think Project Berkeley, that's probably where that could be going. Shifting down a little bit. He's also made some little acrylic statues. They look quite cool, actually. And then going down a bit further to one of the later posts, he's got a model of Niao-san. You can see Ren there. And then you've got some lying down figures of Ryo, Shenhua, Landy walking, and Jiring as well. So the project seems to be moving in a good direction. We haven't seen anything in terms of gameplay since the gameplay test, I think about 5-6 months ago, if I want to get myself right around that. But the project seems to be moving on really, really nicely. I'm hoping that we get a full gameplay demo soon. Then, moving on, if guys, you remember Dreams of Saturn, which was released by George Kitchen about a month and a half ago, we got a little teaser trailer for his new game. It didn't really have a title at that point, but literally within the last week, we got a brand new, full-scale, kick-ass trailer for George's new game, which is called Shenmue Reclaiming the Path. Now, this is set in Hong Kong, Guilin. You follow Zhonghuang Bei, Wei Zhen, and more as you investigate the lore of Phantom Riverstone and also the Chi Men and what essentially they want for it. The trailer itself shows off new areas. George has built some new areas for this particular project. He's also taken the Shenmue 3 assets and retextured them to look like the Dreamcast assets. So when you think what Shenmue 3 could have looked like on the Dreamcast, this is it. This is absolutely what it could have looked like back in the day. Not only that, does it show off some new gameplay, it has more in there besides, and other than that, it's been received wonderfully by the community. News hit Eurogame and other gaming sites. So this is fantastic news, not only for the project, for George, and who deserves all the congratulations in the world for this. It's great for Shenmue, keeps the name out there, and gives the fans something to unite around in terms of the fan project, the excitement, and hopefully push towards Shenmue 4. A quick note before I go on to my next point is Joe Kitchen put the trailer together, and as anybody who's seen Joe's work will understand his work around those character videos. It's absolutely fantastic, and combining that with George's skill around using Unity, I think we're going to get an absolutely brilliant game. It's going to have a much more serious tone than Dreams of Saturn, and that's absolutely fine by me. It looks absolutely stunning. But my point I was going to go on to is we need these sorts of things. We need fan games. We need the polls. We need all of it. Because what it does, it gives the community a focus. It gives us something to unite around. It gives us something to get excited about. And the excitement in the community around this sort of thing is palpable. You can see it everywhere. You can see people talking about it. Gaming sites picking it up. This is what we need. All the pushing towards Shenmue 4, the tweetathons, everything, that is very much important. But it's also important that we keep the hype going. We keep enjoying what is out there for Shenmue. We keep enjoying the fan projects, the content that everybody's putting out, because all of this just keeps it in conversation. It keeps the community alive, and it keeps it in people's minds, like Sega, Wisenet, everybody, as we push towards, hopefully, a Shenmue 4. That's the ultimate goal. Like I said, the tweetathons, hashtag Let's Get Shenmue 4, hashtag Shenmue Anime 2, every 4th of the month. That's the bread and butter stuff. Making some noise on social media. Yeah, when Sega make a post, and you can get some Shenmue in there, do it, because you never know. You've got to keep the name out there. Any opportunity we get on social media, post, and I'm sure people are listening. And like I said, the fan projects are a really good focus for this. And we are, like I said, really living in a good golden era of fan games here. And I cannot wait to play this game. September 16th is the tentative release date for this. It is very much a work in progress, as is the title. Just temper expectations a little bit. George is working this pretty much on his own. So some of the requests he's getting, like Japanese and English voice dubs, for example, I get the enthusiasm, guys, around it, but he's one man on his own working on this, so you just think about it a little bit, because I'm sure he'd love to do all of those things, but there's limited time around this. So on top of that and fan content, I want to bring into some of the dojo content a little bit. Obviously, the weekly videos will continue. They should be scheduled up until around June, mid-June, if my memory serves me correct, which is great. Obviously, we've got the streams on the 4th of every month and on other special occasions as well. We also have some really exciting exclusive content coming. I'm not going to spoil any of it. One of them's an interview, which some of you will have seen already in the Discord if you're subscribed to the Twitch or the YouTube, if you're a YouTube member rather. And the other is, I'm not even going to say what it is, but it's brilliant, superb work. Other little bits around the community, remember to check out the Phantom Riverstone blog, Shenmue M2 podcast. I think I've put a couple of episodes out by now. Don't forget to give all the other community groups a good old shout. So Shenmue Forever, Wandering Through Shenmue, No Context Shenmue, Shenmue 500k. Everybody out there, you can see the community image on the streams and being posted on Shenmue Day on the 4th of every month if you want to give those guys a follow as well. But that is the news section. I hope you have caught up with all of that. All the links will be in the description below. But for now, guys, have a good one.